All right, it's another fantastic Wednesday, and this time around we talk all things youth. Welcome to it, Youth 101. And I'm with my usual presenter, the ever energetic Joshua.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Youth 101. And you know what we bring to you about? We bring to you nothing but the very best of what youths are going through and how they can make meaningful impact in society. We are the majority in this country. So come on, tune in. We listen more as we talk about this thing that we're going to talk about today. So Jacqueline, good to have you. I feel more energetic today more than you.
Really?
Very energetic.
We'll see at the end of the show. We'll see who will carry the day.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed. Youth 101 is brought to you with the compliments of Cobra, Zambia, and headphones. And today we're talking about another exciting episode of Youth 101 because we are talking substance abuse, addiction, and the rising cases of youth pregnancies.
Exactly. So today's topic is very critical because this is what a lot of young people are facing in our country: substance abuse, addiction, and rising cases of rape in our country. This is so bad because we usually see this on social media, and we are not alone. We are not me and Jacqueline only. We are with a medical associate and an activist who is no other than Namatama Luinda. Welcome, Namatama. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Exactly. So
yes. I think today's show is a build-up to last week's show because Namatama was kind enough to come back. Yeah, thank you, Namatama, because last week we were talking about self-esteem,
Yeah.
And as a build-up to that, we are talking substance abuse, rape cases in our community,
and addiction. Yeah.
And I just need to say this so that we can have as many people calling us in as possible. If you look at this closely, I hope the cameras can pick this. Let me just lift it up. Yeah. Can you see that? If you stay till the end of the show, you get to win this lovely prize, okay? Because we're gonna ask you a question at the end of the show so that you can claim this prize. But if you don't, I have to go back with it.
And we can't go back with it.
We can't.
So we go straight to the topic for today. Now, Tama, what is it all about when you talk about drug and substance abuse and the rising cases of rape in our country?
Okay. So when we talk about substance abuse is using something in the way that it's not intended to be used. So you can abuse different things: alcohol, the street drugs, and even prescribed drugs, right? And in this day, we have rising cases in substance abuse for various reasons. There are lots of cases of depression, and that I would say that's the number one reason why the youth are abusing substances, besides peer pressure, which is usually the reason why they start. And then when we go to the rising cases of rape, that's also a mental health issue because even just the cause of rape, you have to go to what the perpetrator is going through. Could they have been abused as a child? What kind of childhood did they have for them to actually believe that the only way to get power is to sexually abuse another person, right? And all these things. These are things that are very concerning and have to be tackled from both ends, with giving help to the perpetrators and the victims or survivors as well.
I like the fact that you said this is a mental health issue, because young people tend to go into depression, hence the addiction. And, half the time if you ask the young people why, they were found in a compromising situation, they would tell you they have no clue, because they would have been intoxicated, because whoever invited them, for example, laced their drinks, or offered them food that was laced with something. So it's important also talk about the company that the youth of today are keeping, which leads them into what we're talking about today.
Right now, there are a lot of issues. I don't think our generation is the way our parents' generation was. For us, there are a lot of pressures. There's the pressure to fit in. There's the pressure to have certain things.
Yeah, to
and
achieve stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's the pressure to look a certain way. And so many youths are pressured into hanging out with people that they otherwise wouldn't hang out with. They hang out with the bad guys, or they hang out with the big boys.
Yeah.
And these people don't always have their best interests at heart.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, these people just think about themselves.
Yeah.
And in the long run, these people end up doing bad things to the youths simply because they do not know any better.
Yeah. All right. And Namatama, I did a bit of research. I was on your page and I was scrolling,
Young
and I
people,
just realized that there is
yay.
something that is so unique about your page. Yeah. At some point, you said you were abusing alcohol. So how did you bring yourself back, and how do you keep this thing in check now?
It's all in here.
Amazing, amazing.
I go with it everywhere.
Yeah.
How did I recover from alcoholism? Firstly, it was a desire.
Yeah.
Initially, I did not know the reason why I was abusing alcohol.
Yeah.
I thought I was just doing it like everyone else. But when I realized that I was drinking more on my low days, I realized that I was actually self-medicating. I was battling with depression, and that's something that people don't usually talk about, especially when you look happy or you look like you have
You're mostly excited, like me, yeah?
Yes. So I started to pray. I had been going for therapy. I had been on depression medication. But then when I realized that these things can only help you if you have help from God, the greater power, because he's the one who knows your battles from deep down. I started to see changes in my own life. I started to recover from depression, and because I was recovering from depression, even the need to self-medicate with alcohol became lessened. And one day, I just couldn't stand the scent of alcohol. I couldn't stand the taste of alcohol.
Amazing,
Yes.
Amazing. But some young people watching us today are not as fortunate as you were.
Yeah.
Recovering and
going for therapy.
And going for therapy, medication as well. And, the lack of support. That support for, when someone to talk to. Yeah? So talk to young people again, because depression has many signs, I want to believe. Yeah. So, and they shouldn't be ashamed to voice out and say, look, I'm feeling this way. I don't understand it. How can they get help?
If you don't have access to therapy or medical help, I would recommend that you see even a spiritual counselor. The pastors in our churches may seem like they are not concerned, but I believe that spiritual leaders, if they do have the Holy Spirit within them and they're operating in that realm, they will definitely help you in one way or another to get away from the things that you are battling with. If you feel like you cannot trust anyone, look to healthy coping mechanisms. Look at the things that happened. What could have led you to be depressed? What could have led you to start taking those substances and start to fix those things? Of course, you cannot fix the past, but you need to challenge the ideas and the beliefs that you have about those things. If you were sexually abused, one of the consequences of that is that you feel like you are not worth being loved. So now
It's
you
your
have
fault.
to So now you have to challenge those ideas and convince yourself that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of the blood of the King. Jesus Christ died for you.
Amen.
That
That's
must
good,
tell you
that's
how
good,
much worth you carry. And also bearing in mind that the bigger your struggles, the greater the victory. If you have gone through something really, really difficult, you've gone through the deepest valleys, that should mean that you have the potential to rise to the highest mountain. So you just have to encourage yourself, keep yourself strong. And the more that you encourage yourself, trust and believe that the enemy is going to bring things to discourage you.
Exactly,
Fight
to
it.
try you again.
Never give up.
All right, and how you rise up matters. Earlier, late young musician Aliyah once said, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself up and try again and again and again and again until you achieve your goals.
Exactly.
Young people, this is your show. Youth 101 is a show proudly sponsored by Corporate Zambia and Headphones, because it's for you, the youth, because we know that you, the youth, matter. We're going on a quick break, and when we come back, we want you to be buzzing because the phone lines will be open. All right, welcome back. You are still watching Youth 101, a youth centered program, yes, for you, the young people, so that we can empower you to make the informed decisions. We can empower you to know what your worth is, because you are the majority of Zambia, and we want you to make a meaningful impact in society. And now the phone lines are open, so we expect you, the young people, to call us and contribute or ask questions. Oh, we have a caller already. Welcome to Youth 101.
Hello?
Hi, Dasha, are you still there?
Yes, good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, madam. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Your question or contribution, Dasha?
Yes, I've been watching your program.
Amazing.
I found it so interesting. So, I would want to ask if we want to access the same medication that the madam has been talking about. Where can we get the access, or like where exactly can we get the medication if we found someone, or we have a victim who has been abusing these substances like alcohol?
Okay. Thank you, Dashe. Thank you.
Yes,
Mama Tama.
Okay, to get help for your mental health, I would recommend that you go to your nearest health center,
Yes.
your nearest government health center, and then they'll give you a referral to the necessary places.
Yeah, and I love the aspect about the aspect of how people look at the Drug Enforcement Commission to be a bad thing. I know that those people might look like they are bad people, but they are people that also have a counseling department where young people can go and, pull out themselves and say, this is what I am facing currently. This is a youthful meeting. And the way it is with us young people, we are the ones that face a lot of things. And at the end of it all, we say, we are the leaders of tomorrow. What kind of leaders are we going to be if we are abusing these things? We're not going to be in the right state of our mind. So I feel like it's better for us to, go to different places that, like what Namatama has said.
And
Please.
also, Corporate Zambia has youth-friendly counselors.
Exactly.
Yes, so big, happy family where you find young people such as yourselves. So do not lock yourselves up and, cry your heart out, end up, abusing these substances. Yeah. So young people, feel free to walk into that office in Kabalonga. Yes, where you find youth-friendly counselors and young people also who are full of dreams. Yeah, it's okay to dream. You make a mistake, dust yourself up and try
Continue
again.
moving. Yeah.
So, Namatama, talk to the young people again. It's okay to make mistakes, but we're not encouraging in the same breath for them to start abusing alcohol, for them to, get into compromising situations where they end up getting raped or end up getting pregnant. So, again, how can they make a fresh start, and what activities should they do? Is there such a thing as activities
you can do this activity that will help you to abstain from drug abuse and addiction?
On making a fresh start, the first step to recovery is acceptance. So you have to accept that you have made the mistakes that you have made, and you have to accept the consequences that come with it. When you are in denial, it makes it more difficult for you to start a new life, start on a new page. So with that being said, once you accept the situations that you have found yourself in, you can now look to more healthy things to do. Last time we talked about exercise, we talked about eating right, right? So each individual has got different things that are going to spark their dopamine in the right way. So you have to think of the things that you used to enjoy doing as a child. You can start from there. If you used to enjoy dancing as a child, if you used to enjoy singing as a child, those are the things that you should start to do as an adult, because your inner child is always alive. Yes.
All right. So at this point, time moves really fast when you're having so much fun, when we're having a discussion such as this one. So I want to show you, the young people, what you stand to win if you call us, and because we're discussing youth matters. So this is a show that is meant for you, the young people. So we want you to call in and tell us so that you can win this. With the load shedding going on, you need
power
one
bank,
of these.
exactly.
A power bank, proudly sponsored by ABSA. All right. So the question we're asking today, Joshua, is who is what is the target audience for Youth 101? All right. So call us now before we go, so that you can win this groovy power bank. Darlington, welcome to Youth 101.
Okay, thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, please, Darlington. Tell us, what's the target audience for Youth 101?
Yeah, my contribution is that the problem for this addiction, it's like the youth, they've got nothing to do. There's no job for them.
Okay, but do you feel the youth have a choice to make the right decision? You can start up a job, for example, or look for a job, as opposed to taking alcohol. Being
you know what it is. Me, according to my look, is that the youth are frustrated. You see, because they were promised, jobs. Now it's like there are no jobs. So now they resort into this addiction. That's a major thing. That's a major cause of the addiction.
All right, thank you, Darlington. All right.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm looking for someone who's going to win this power bank.
Exactly.
Yes. Sponsored by ABSA, one of the many partners that work in conjunction with Kopero Zambia in the youth activities. So what's the target audience for Youth 101? Young people, please tell me. Please tell me. Call us on the numbers on your screen, 2530 25, yes, so that you can win this beautiful branded power bank. You need it this time around with the load shedding, so that you can do your studies, charge your phone. Okay, so call us now. So
I love the aspect that when I was doing a bit of research as well, I realized one thing, that drug abuse and addiction causes to young people. It depresses them. Some people feel like they are, on top of the world.
Yes,
so these are different aspects that come in, like the effects that come in drug abuse. So how do you think young people can cope living without drugs and addiction, or being addicted to drugs? How do you think young people can cope from these things and make sure that they live their active lives?
Okay, last time I talked about grapes.
I remember,
So, okay, let me just talk about the grapes again, right? So eat your grapes every day. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but a few grapes a day.
All right, hold that thought. We have another caller. My namesake, Jacqueline. Welcome to Youth 101. Do you have the right answer, Jacqueline? Don't let me down.
Youth 101, Kopero Zambia works with young people in the community. So young people between the ages of 15 and above, probably before 35 years of age.
Okay, so just say it in short. The target audience.
The target audience of the program is young people, youth. Youth who are about 15.
Amazing.
Amazing, Jacqueline. And this is your power bank. Oh my goodness, I get happy when people win. So stay on the line, Jackie, and someone will take your NRC number, your full names, yes, so that you can come and collect your prize. Oh la la, just like that. Youth 101 is full of magic. So you too can win many prizes as we go on next week. Yes, but we were talking I'm so happy.
Yeah,
I'm so happy. Let me just pause.
I
Substance abuse, addiction, and rising cases of rape in Zambia. So, Namatama, you were on the floor before we gave away this power bank.
Yes, a few grapes a day keep the psychiatrist away. So every day. So the G in grapes is for gentleness. Every day, be gentle with yourself. Speak to yourself like somebody that you are madly in love with.
Fantastic. And encourage yourself.
Yes. Every day I look in the mirror and say, "You are a champion."
Yeah, amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The R is for relaxation. We live in a busy world. People always want to be busy, want to be on their phones, but then there are different things that you can do to relax, okay? So make sure that every day you do something that's going to relax you. Then the A is for accomplishments. Every day do something that makes you feel like you have accomplished something. Have goals, okay?
Exactly.
Even if it's just 3 goals per day, make sure that you do those goals and tick them off. The satisfaction that you feel even just by ticking them off. Yes. And then physical activities. If it's dancing, playing, just doing things, get yourself active. Okay? And then the E is for exercise itself. I had mentioned last time that exercise will help the brain to produce the chemicals from the brain that are similar to the ones that you get from antidepressants. So instead of you needing medication, you make sure that you are ahead of yourself.
Exercise keeps you awake. It gives you that natural high.
Exactly.
The mental intellect becomes sharpened with exercise. Yes.
And then your social life. We are social beings. Because we are constantly on our phones, we neglect the fact that we need to actually interact with people in real life.
So this is really bad,
Yes, make sure that you spend time with people that make you feel good about yourself. If you come from a toxic family, take some time off and spend time with your friends if they make you happy. You know, spend time in places where people are happy. They already come with their good vibes. And most importantly, have a close and intimate relationship with God.
Fantastic. Amazing. Thank you, Namatama. High five. This has been a beautiful show. Joshua, high five. Yes. Join us next week at the same time, 12:30, every Wednesday, when we bring to you Youth 101 for you, the young people, to make a meaningful impact in society, to make a difference. Yes, indeed. And like you saw it, Jacqueline, I'm not related to her. She just shared the same name. Who walked away with this beautiful power bank. And Youth 101 is
see you next week. Make sure that you call in, ask questions so that we can be learning together. You know, this program is not only, in fact, it's not even for Jacqueline.
I'm just here
it's
to moderate.
For us, the youths. And you know, we have to make meaningful impact in society by choosing the right things.
All right, we have to go. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Joshua is a youth.
No wonder he said I'm more energetic than her. All right, see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.